Uh, so I think this is very funny how I have not even gotten to the list.
It's all
Um,
good. Let's get through it because we're now getting to the point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to go
yeah.
at some
All right.
point.
So here we go. I'll give you my top five. Uh, Man, it's hard.
You can do it. I
uh,
believe in you.
all right. Here we go. By Reliant K.
Classic.
Number one was there for me in a time when I really needed it. Anything from Forgetting Not Slow Down back by them
Oh
is
yeah.
I could put on the list.
Forgetting Not Slow Down
Uh,
is personally my favorite, but
yeah,
yes,
it's good.
is a classic.
Um, Jesus Freak. I have to have it on there. I love that album.
Never heard of it.
By DC Talk. Okay,
Who?
yeah.
Yeah, I had you
You can't
there.
have a podcast like this. Uh,
Who's
They're Only
DC
Chasing
Talk?
Safety by Under Oath.
Okay.
Uh, that's an album I go back to like all the time. Um, Even though I rarely listen to Christian music. Uh,
It's Under Oath.
uh,
Doesn't count.
Farewell Old Friends. Is that what it's by Bleach?
Oh,
I actually didn't. I did this from memory. Yes, that's what it's called. Uh, Maybe it's Good Friends. Bleach. Meant to do this,
no,
but now
you're
I'm
good.
Googling Farewell Old
I
Friends.
think it's something.
I'm I think it's Farewell Old Friends. I thought it was Farewell Good Friends potentially. Anyway, I love that CD. Uh, and it's very good and it's very heartwarming because it was their last one and they actually did make it their last one. And it's like, oh, it's this great band uh is saying goodbye. They didn't even try to do a Kickstarter, I don't think.
I
Um,
don't think that was a thing back then, but
well, I say that because Five Iron Frenzy, who I closely associate with them,
oh, okay.
uh, did have a final album, and then they had a Kickstarter and came back.
Hey, I mean,
Um,
well, Anberlin didn't do a Kickstarter, but they had
they did come back.
their final album, and then they
Yeah,
came
I
back.
went and saw them on their final tour. I believe that's that it was.
Nice.
They were with Taking Back Sunday and The Main and another band that I can't remember. And that was an amazing show. That was
Nice.
first concert I went to with my wife. This was like 10 years ago,
Nice.
and it was awesome. And
Yeah, they're great.
uh, Spencer Chamberlain was actually there because he was filling in for the lead singer of Taking Back Sunday because
Oh,
he
cool.
was having a kid, but then the lead singer was able to show up, but Spencer Chamberlain was still there just in case, and then they did a Taking Back Sunday song together, which is a fun crossover because Taking Back Sunday is one of my favorite bands,
Hmm.
and the reason I started listening to Under Oath was because uh, Aaron Gillespie has a very similar sounding
Oh, yeah.
singing voice as Taking Back
Well,
Sunday.
that's
So
fun to be able to
yeah,
catch that
yeah,
moment.
it's like and then the final one I wrote down here is The Question
Ah,
by Emery.
that
So
yeah, that's my favorite Emery album. I mean, I know it's what everyone says, but it is really great. It
yeah,
was one of the first, I guess, like heavy albums that I got
hmm
into,
yeah,
and I don't know, they
yeah. In the world, because I'd listen to um like more radio rock, like what's the like Pillar
mm-hmm.
or
Yeah, Skillet, maybe
Skillet.
Cutlass,
Yeah. What's the one? It's got a number. Doesn't matter. But they were
Project
more.
Project
Yeah, Project
86.
86.
Yeah,
They have some like screaming, but it's more guttural screaming and
right.
stuff. So like, so a lot of the bands had like screams, but it would be like at the bridge, and then they really,
Yeah.
scream a one word or something. And 12 Stones had their
Mm.
um and then but that was Emery was the first band that had like the singing and then screaming. And I remember I had a hard time listening to Under Oath because they had too much of the screaming
Mm-hmm.
uh, at first, and then I grew on me.
Yeah, yeah. Same. I feel like that happens with a lot of people. It's like oh, I don't like screaming, whatever, and then they just kind of get slowly weaned into it.
Yeah.
I Yeah, and with Emery, it's like even then they have with the singing and everything, they have such unique voices. It's
Hmm.
like what other band like has voices that when they that sing in the style that they
Yeah.
do. It's like and I think I remember them talking about that, and how that was like really weird for a lot of people at first, and it was weird
Yeah,
for
because
them.
most bands have like a emo-y
Yeah,
pop punk sounding voice.
yeah.
And they're singing, it's not operatic, but it's
It's
like,
got that like vibrato, almost kind
yeah,
of like very
uh,
dramatic kind of.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah. And to pair that with then the screaming vocals and heavy guitars and stuff. I
yeah,
saw them several times. They were they were great. Uh, yeah.
yeah.
So those are my
I've not caught
five.
them live. I want to, but that's a great list. I will say the only one that I hadn't listened to is that, at least not the whole album, was the Bleach album.
Oh yeah.
I haven't done a deep dive on Bleach personally, but that's the one with the track Goodbye, right?
Could
Or
be.
oh wait, no. I'm okay. I'm getting. I've done this before, but I for some reason tend to get Plank Eye and Bleach
Oh,
mixed
okay.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in the same. I think
Goodbye is a
they're probably
Plank Eye album. I mean
okay.
song.
Yeah. Yeah. They're in the same
Same.
circles, I would
Yeah,
say. Yeah.
yeah. And
Uh,
I don't know why, but you know.
though
So
Bleach is like Christian Weezer.
right. Yeah, that sounds right. For as far as I know, but yeah, I guess both Plank Eye and Bleach, I have not really done
Yeah.
deep discography dives, but I know that they had a really big impact on that music scene. So I'm sure a lot of people will agree with you.
I would of course shout out Switchfoot, Jars of Clay, and Stephen Curtis Chapman. But I feel like
Nice.
those were like I didn't listen. I listened to them a lot, but further back.
Right. Yeah.
Beautiful Letdown probably is would be the.
That's the
Oh,
big one. Yeah.
I was at Disney World for the first time ever, and maybe last time, I don't know, and with my wife, and it just so happened to be Switchfoot was there
Oh,
playing. Like I didn't know it, and then I heard them singing, and my wife loves them, and I was like, so we like went and got a free Switchfoot concert
nice.
while at Disney World.
They just let you. I mean, it was just a. If you were at
Yeah,
Disney World, you could
it
just
was
go and
like
watch them.
at a it was outside at a yeah, so if you were in the park, they were playing and you could watch them.
Nice. How that was recently? You said.
Yeah, it was this past year.
Nice. I forgot that they. I knew that back in the day they would do like shows and concerts there. I didn't know that it was still happening. In fact,
Yeah.
I think I remember Switchfoot having played there before. So, and I remember thinking like, oh, you can play concerts at Disney World. That's
Yeah.
cool. Because I
I
was like
wish
8.
it would be fun to see like an anniversary tour of Beautiful Letdown and watch and just see them play the whole album. I don't know if they probably did that already.
I think
Um,
I want to say that they did because last year was it last year? It was
the
either last year.
re-release,
Yeah,
our version, which
yeah.
somehow is not as good, in my
It's
opinion.
not, and
Uh,
and
it
then
doesn't have,
they did the deluxe edition too that
yeah,
had other artists covering them, which some of them were good.
yeah.
Some of
I'll
them
have
were
to
good,
listen to that.
but a lot of them were not good. So
You know what's funny? They were like, I watched the behind the scenes like featurette, and it was like,
mhm.
we're recording it the way we would have without the pressure of the, and that's such marketing
Yeah,
because no, they're recording it the way they, as old men, would record it
right,
now that they're into much softer music. But they recorded it the way they would have recorded it as young men into heavier music
right.
because it you can tell no now it sounds like your music now
Yeah.
or like music you've made. It sounds like John Foreman. It doesn't sound like Switchfoot
Sounds like
doing.
current Switchfoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm like,
also, I mean, another big reason is for like licensing issues.
yes,
It's just
it's
so
the
that they
Taylor
can
Swift
keep their
situation.
right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're both. It's Taylor's version, our version.
Yeah.
It's like
Though Taylor sounds exactly, she's not we're not on a first name basis, but Taylor
T
Swift's
Swift.
stuff literally sounds exactly the same. Like, I'm sure big fans of hers could say, no, 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 it's more nuanced. And it wouldn't surprise me if it came out that she literally just got the recordings and
Just like
snuck them in
remastered
there.
them or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's no variation where you can listen to, and maybe
Yeah.
I just know Beautiful Letdowns much better, but they
Mm.
changed words.
They did. Yeah.
They, I think they realized that they accidentally said Al Pacino, and
Yeah.
they were thinking of Al Capone.
It's like, dude, just keep
Al
it.
Pacino's still alive. Just embrace it.
It's like, no,
I don't
they
know if they've talked about that, but when they said that, I was like, so they messed up and said the wrong guy in the original
yeah,
song.
which I don't know. At that point, just keep it in. Like, don't George Lucas your art.
Yeah,
It's like keep
yeah.
the way it is. But whatever.
So funny.
They can. We still have the original album.
Yeah, we can listen to it, and
Yeah.
whoever and Sparrow Records or whoever they were on gets the money.
I don't. Was it Sparrow? Were they on
It,
Universal at that time, or were they even on
maybe because
Universal?
that might have been their like secular, because that would have
Yeah.
been their secular foray, because that was right after. There's my cat.
Hi, cat.
Uh,
Forgot you
that
had a
was right
cat.
after A Walk to Remember, the movie, and
Right.
they got a bunch of attention for that,
Yeah.
and then they put that same song on A Beautiful Letdown. That was on uh, whatever the album was before that.
Um.
New Way to Be Human.
Yeah. Yeah. I
They
think so.
re-recorded it. The Dare You to Move. Was it? Yeah, Dare You to Move.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was dumb that they put it, like, hey, you can't put the song from the last album on the new album.
Hey, Anne Berlin has entered the chat with the feel good drag.
Oh, did they do that?
Well, yeah, they there's the original that's on Never Take Friendship Personal, and then
Hmm.
they got mainstream success, and they
Oh, that's right.
for some
You're right.
reason they decided to re-record it for New Surrender, and nobody likes that version, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think I remember that because I listened to both those CDs, but not. I don't go back and listen to it, but maybe I will now. I
Yeah, I
haven't done
mean,
that in
like
a
New
while.
Surrender is not their best album. Honestly, neither is Never Take Friendship Personal, but Feel Good
But
Drag
that
is
would be the one that would be more nostalgic for me.
yeah, and Feel Good Drag is a great track.
Yeah.
But I mean, Cities is their best album, but
Okay.
whatever.
Well, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, given your tastes, I think you would like it if you've never really done a deep dive into Anne Berlin. Cities, a lot of people consider it like their, I guess, magnum opus. Even that seems too serious of a word, but yeah, that's
That's cool.
basically how it's
Okay.
considered.
Well, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, dude. All right. Well, that's a great list. Thank you for indulging me in my silly little
No,
things.
I love talking about this stuff.
Well, hello there. Thanks so much for watching this video. It means a lot. Not sure if you noticed, but this is actually a clip from a longer full-length episode that you can go check out right now on my main channel on Clifford Today, because this channel is just a clips and highlights channel, because if you're not a real YouTuber unless you have multiple channels. So, but anyways, go like and subscribe and all that stuff. I love you.